You know, the first thing I say to anybody who calls me after a car accident is if they want to get fairly compensated by ICBC, they have to take responsibility for how they think about their injury claim. What do I mean by that? Well, the accident victim mentality is one that I think is really not helpful to someone who wants to get fairly compensated for their injuries. And I'll tell you why. It's because if you start to think like an accident victim, then you start to behave like an accident victim, and it all goes downhill from there. In my 20 years of experience representing people who've been hurt in car accidents, the people who make out the best are the people who say, okay, I didn't create this situation, I didn't cause this accident, but you know what? I have to accept responsibility for the outcome. I need to make sure that I get fairly compensated and that my family gets properly taken care of. And the way they do that is by taking responsibility for seeing their doctor on a regular basis and for doing whatever the doctor says, like seeing their physiotherapist, massage therapist, taking medications, or going to see a specialist. And when the doctor says, try and go back to work, they try and go back to work. So, in other words, they take a proactive approach to their case. If you think like an accident victim, you work in the opposite direction. You're reactive, and you're not driving the agenda. You know, if you really want to make sure that you're going to be fairly compensated for your injury case, it starts with how you think about your situation.